Some further clarification on this paper in case you're remote right now and you are not here in class to hear me go over the paper. So basically what we have done so far is you've read your summer book, you've done some research on the context of the time period, what was going on in that era, and then we finished up reading William Faulkner's Nobel Peace Prize acceptance speech. And in that speech, talks about the writer's duty. And we really looked at that in class. So what you have to do now is you have to put all of those things together into a paper. So you have all of these things, all of these tools in your toolkit now that you are going to be able to execute a rhetorical analysis on your summer reading. So here are the detailed instructions below. So we already went over all of this stuff. So in this assignment, what you are going to be doing is you're going to be taking two passages. It can be two quotes, it can be two passages, two scenes, whatever. But you have to take two passages from your summer reading, and you have to explain to me how your author is executing the writer's duty. And remember, we talked about the writer's duty. This is what Faulkner was talking about in that last paragraph in his speech. And it's what we feel. It's not like, oh, this should be brought to attention. This is what great writers do. This is how they write. It's more like, what do you feel? Those themes, those topics, and how is it fulfilled in your summer reading? So you're going to take those two examples, and I'm not asking you to summarize the whole book. I'm looking for these two specific examples and for you to really zero in on those examples. And you have to explain to me how your author fulfills the writer's duty in the book. What strategies do they use? What kind of language? That sort of thing. So you can look at your summer reading letter if you need to, or other like discussions that we've had to inspire what you want to choose. So the next thing about this paper is that I do want you to follow MLA format, but that's pretty much as strict as it gets with the format. You can write it any way you want. There's no set amount of paragraphs. There's no like how many sentences need to be in a paragraph. This is not an ACR. It's nothing like you've written before. You have your own style. So I want you to execute that in this paper. So you might be asking then, do I have to do outside research? So you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but if you are confused on a certain topic, you might want to go into Google and do some research, look up some articles that will help supplement your argument. The next thing that I want you to do, if like you have no idea what to do, is look at these questions down here. So what does your book leave you feeling? And how did the author make you feel this way? That's basically what you're going to be answering here. What choices did they make with their writing? So those choices that we've been going over with Blackfish, whenever we did those Be the Teacher presentations, those are all choices that the author decides to make to persuade you to think a certain way or feel a certain way. And that's what you are going to be doing here. I then have the rubric down here just to kind of break it down. So I will be scoring it on an AP like level and stuff, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get a bad grade. So this is how your score would translate to. Here's something that you can make a copy of for the MLA template. And then here's a student sample I would like you to look at. And then here's this polish the paper just to make sure that your paper is ready to be turned in. It has directions on it. It's just kind of a way that you can hold yourself accountable. Typically, you could do it with a partner, but with this year, you can if you want, but you don't have to. I'm not going to make you do that. So if you have any other questions about this, let me know. Make sure to take a look at that student sample, though. It's a great essay, and it shows you exactly how to explain those choices and those kind of things. So if you have any further questions, come and see me or email me. All right.